your eyes weather forecast.
Good evening to you. So I'm going to do a little bartering with you. If you give me 2 cooler days in the forecast, I promise you'll get to 70 or over next week. Does that sound good? Here's a look at another kind of silver lining to the forecast. The sky is thinning as the clouds start to break, and we have a few more peaks of sun, but there are also a few scattered rain showers still left over. 52 right now at the top of the hour with a west and northwesterly wind at 8, ushering cooler air back into town. The sky will turn partly cloudy overnight, low temperatures in the mid-30s by morning. And then through the day on Friday, expect a partly sunny day. It'll be blustery, it'll be chilly. Winds will be kind of busy out of the west and northwest between 15 and 25 miles per hour with some higher gusts on top of that, making 45 feel chilly. We still have a few scattered showers. You can see most of that steadiest of the rain is up across the eastern parts of New York State, the Northway corridor, some steadier rain towards Saratoga Springs, up towards Glens Falls. But we also have a few scattered lighter showers around parts of Fulton County, around Mayfield, the Great Sacandaga, also just to the east of Little Falls and Dolgeville, and a few more scattered showers towards Schuylkill, over parts of western Oneida County, some sprinkles near Lee and Vienna right now. So numbers are still not all that bad, in the low 50s, but cooler air will fill back in as we go through the overnight. So you can see upper 40s to the low 50s, and then we drop into the 30s by the time we get up tomorrow morning. It was pouring last night. We actually had some flooding reports here along the thruway, even some damaging wind across the Finger Lakes here. And even here locally, we had flooding reported on 5, right around French Road and Old Bristol Road in that area. Actually had to close that area down in Kirkland and Westmoreland for a little bit of flooding that occurred overnight last night. So the steady rain over with. Moving away, clouds will continue to thin here as we go through the overnight. So skies will turn brighter through the day on Friday, but cooler air, temperatures mid-40s. I mentioned there's new information regarding the Easter weekend forecast. Watch this area right here, northern Michigan. You see that little gaggle of snow showers? That could throw a wrench into things Saturday. I don't think it will produce anything more than just a few clouds on Saturday, but we'll keep an eye on that. And it looks cooler as we go into at least the start of the weekend. So Easter Sunday itself starts out frosty, chilly, temperatures in the 20s. By afternoon, though, expect all-day sunshine and temperatures getting into the mid-50s. Will be a cooler day tomorrow across Oneida County. Cooler air back in town as the sky becomes partly sunny. Brisky, breezy, North Country. Look at these numbers, mid-30s. You know, with a wind, it's going to feel colder than that. Mohawk Valley, more sun, but chilly, brisk, upper 30s to the low 40s. And for Otsego County, breezy, brisk, chilly day with some sun, temperatures upper 30s to the low 40s. So I'll barter with you. Give me 2 cool days, tomorrow and Saturday, and then it gets so much better, like no rain, like Blind Melon saying. And look at those temperatures by mid-next week, mid-70s. Looks great.
Just started spring and it's starting to feel like summer.
Right on cue.
Jumping ahead.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It is a little warmer than average going into next week, but yeah, a really extraordinary stretch of weather coming up next week.
You worked that weather magic, Craig.
I tried.
We appreciate it.
I had a little conversation.
Well, thanks, Craig. Let's take a look at what's coming up tonight on News Nation.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
How you doing, Central New York? That is a look live downtown, the Arterial, and we've got a good deal of clear sky out there. Did you see that bright full moon come up? And there are a few clouds kind of punctuating that moon out there. As it turns partly cloudy, it'll be cooler tonight. Low temperatures will end up in the 30s. And that is going to be the hallmark through the day tomorrow. A clearing sky, but cooler air back in town. So here's a look. A lot of this that you see on radar is what we term as false echoes. So nothing's really happening. The radar is just extra ultra sensitive at night. So it makes it look like there's something going on, but there's really not. So let's talk about temperatures. Down to 36 now here in town, 48 in Binghamton, 47 right now in Syracuse, 51 in Albany, and 10 degrees cooler on the west side at Buffalo. All right, so here's a look at satellite radar. So again, the steadiest of the rain from last night moving away. We just have a few clouds drifting through overnight here. Otherwise, it's partly cloudy to mainly clear. And there's more clearing off to the north and west. So I think as we go through the day on Friday, that's what we're going to get ourselves into, more sunshine. Should mention this, though, there is a flood warning that is in effect. This is for western Fulton and parts of Herkimer County, just issued tonight. So if you're in Dolgeville or Manheim, Oppenheim area, very localized area, but typical flooding occurring. In other words, this is kind of a hot spot, suspect area that we look for with the snowmelt from the Adirondacks. We had rain last night. So again, if you're around Dolgeville, low-lying areas, Dock Stater Corner area, those typical flood-prone areas could have a little bit of an issue through the overnight and into tomorrow. Not because it's raining, but because we had the rain and the temperatures have been fairly mild. So again, all that snowmelt from the foothills draining into the west or East Canada Creek, rather. All right, so there's your day on Friday. A lot of sunshine, but it's chilly. Temperatures are only in the mid-40s for highs with a northwesterly wind. Temperatures will get pretty chilly tomorrow night and into at least the start of the weekend. Now, here's a little bit of a hiccup here on Saturday. Not shown here. There's a mid-level disturbance off to the north and west of us that's going to kind of race by to the north on Saturday. I think it peters out, but there could be a few extra clouds around. There, look at the numbers tomorrow. So 40s. That's it. It's windy, too, so it's going to feel colder. And we're cooling off now, hardly any wind, 36 degrees. Quick check of the weekend forecast. So again, crisp and cool Saturday, 45, but all day sunshine. Easter Sunday. Chilly start, though. Could be a little frosty. Once we get past that, look at that 7-day forecast. What do you want me to say? Like Jamie, you could do that.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'll take the credit, but
yeah,
you do a lot of work. It's not that easy.
Look through the binoculars to try and find some weather next week, but it looks beautiful and warming up too, so low and mid-70s by mid next week.
All right, well, thanks, Craig. When we come back, the Utica City FC under...
Witness weather forecast.
Hey, good evening to you. So the sky's cleared out. Nice full moon out there tonight, and you'll be able to see it too. It's the pink moon, by the way, for the spring season and Easter this coming weekend. And you can see here on the iNet downtown, beautiful night here as we look down the arterial. Temperature right now is 35 degrees as the wind is calm. So tonight we're going to kind of hover in the low to mid-30s with a partly cloudy to mainly clear sky. Cooler air back in town through the day tomorrow, but we should have a good deal of sunshine. Sunny to partly sunny at times. However, it is going to be brisky with a wind out of the west and northwest 15 to 25 miles an hour. So you throw that on top of 45 degrees, yeah, it feels kind of chilly. All right, so here's a look at radar. A lot of this that you see here showing up on radar tonight, false returns. The radar's super sensitive at night. So mid-30s now here in the Mohawk Valley, 45 Syracuse, 47 in Binghamton. The front moving away. That was what moved through around this time last night. It was pouring. That's all off to the east. You can see that we've gotten into some clearing here. And I think as we go through the course of the day on Friday, skies will end up sunny to partly sunny. All right, I want to quickly bring you up to date. There is a new flood warning that's in effect. This is for parts of western Fulton County eastern Herkimer County, not because we're expecting rain, but what's happening is you're getting a lot of the snow melt off the higher elevations draining into the East Canada Creek near Dolgeville, which is a pretty typical flood-prone area, and it's mainly low-lying flooding. So if you're around Oppenheim, Mannheim Center, Dolgeville, Dockstader Corner area, those areas are experiencing some minor flooding as we speak. All right, so let's put weather in motion for you. Cold front goes by to the south and east. Then we clear the sky out. So I think Friday looks pretty good. Now, did you see this little reflection right here coming across northern Michigan? I'm going to watch that carefully on Saturday. I don't think at this point it's going to cause too much of an issue. However, there might be just a few extra clouds drifting through at times on Saturday. And it's still kind of crispy and cool Saturday. That goes away, and then we should clear the sky out again for Easter Sunday. So here you go. We start out frosty cold. So for the Easter egg hunts, or if you're going to church services, first thing in the morning, it's likely in the 20s. We get into the 50s by the afternoon with good deal of sunshine expected throughout the course of the day. Here's your Friday in Oneida County. Temperatures low to mid 40s, that's it. With that northwesterly wind, it's going to feel cooler. North Country on a Friday. Blustery, chillier day. Highs will be into the mid 30s with a good deal of sunshine developing here. Into the Mohawk Valley, more sun, but chilly, brisk. Upper 30s to the low 40s, and into Otsego County here too. I expect a chillier day, a brisk breeze, partly to mostly sunny, and high temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. So there's your 7-day forecast, and what a stretch of weather we're getting ourselves into. Yeah, it's cool Friday, Saturday. Like I said, Sunday morning for sunrise services or whatever you got going on, it's in the 20s, so it's a frosty cold start. And then it's milder by the afternoon, 56, light winds, sunny day, so beautiful Easter Sunday. And we just keep them coming here next week, Jamie, as temperatures skyrocket into the low and mid 70s by mid next week.
What a treat that is. Definitely warmer than you'd expect for spring weather. So we're
It is going to be a little bit above average in terms of temperature, but let's make the most of it.
Definitely.
I'll have to find the monocle to find something to talk about next week.
Maybe there'll be a breeze of wind.
Maybe. We'll find something
for an hour or so, you know. We'll find something. Thanks, Greg. We'll tell you about the new NYRX program next after this break. We'll be right back.